Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Jollyville Radio on KJVR. My name is Jimmy Pykrust, coming to you live from the Purple Street Studios in beautiful downtown Jollyville. Before we hear from our sponsors, I have a few announcements for the top of the program. The Jollyville High School Reunion Committee would like to give a reminder of the upcoming RSVP deadline. All questions can be directed to Josh Slowstone, who anxiously awaits hearing from you. The Jollyville Fire Department would like to send a public service announcement to please stop going to the barge in the middle of the lake. Listeners will remember the disappointing 4th of July celebration this year, in which a technical malfunction prevented the fireworks from detonating. JFD says that the fireworks are still dormant and could blow at any minute, so please stay away. Jollyville Radio is sponsored by...
Introducing Gold Rush Burgers, proud sponsor of Jollyville Radio. We are a locally owned restaurant now open on Duval Road in the heart of Jollyville. Gold Rush Burgers is home of the Manifest Destiny. You were meant to have one. Gold Rush Burgers, the spirit of the West.
Oh no, your air conditioner is broken, the toilet is clogged up, and little Johnny broke a window while playing catch. What are you going to do?
Hi, I'm Paul Fredrickson. You can call me.
Better call Paul, a handyman you can trust.
And I live in Jollyville, just like you.
Why get your own hands dirty when local handyman Paul Fredrickson is ready to do it for you?
I can fix your sink, your gutters, and even your broken heart.
Can you believe it? Paul is also an expert relationship coach.
I can help you reach your goals in life and live. And if you are single, I can introduce you to other single people you might like.
Better call Paul, a handyman and a matchmaker you can trust.
I would also like to announce that I'm running for mayor of Jollyville.
You heard the man.
Vote for me, Paul Fredrickson, because I believe in doing the right thing.
Better call Paul, a handyman, matchmaker, and politician you can trust.
This message was paid for by John Fredrickson.
Paul Fredrickson, 2020, doing the right thing.
I'm Julia Stolwash. This is KJVR Jollyville Radio, and you're listening to History Chats, where we bring in famous people every week and let our listeners ask them questions. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait to introduce our very special guest in the studio tonight. You know him as one of the founding fathers, the inventor of bifocal glasses, and the guy on the $50 bill. That's right, Benjamin Franklin. Mr. Franklin, how are you today?
Hello. I am well, thank you for asking. And thank you for having me. And actually, it is the $100 bill.
Well, either way, it is certainly an honor to have you here, Mr. Franklin.
I may be from Philadelphia, but the people of Jollyville have a special place in my heart. I am happy to be making an appearance on Jollyville Radio.
Our callers are already lighting up the phone. Let's go to our first caller. Peggy Breaker, you're on the air.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Benjamin Franklin, is that really you?
Yes, it is me. What is your question?
Well, what was it like to be president?
Well, you see, I was actually one of the signatories of the Constitution for Pennsylvania. That is why I am considered to be one of the founding fathers.
Wait, you weren't president?
Well, no, but I was the United States minister to Sweden and France, and I was also the first United States postmaster.
You weren't even a senator or anything?
Well, I was the 6th president of Pennsylvania, back when that was still a thing.
Nah, never mind.
Okay, well, I know we've got a bunch more callers who are very excited to talk to you, Mr. Franklin.
Not a bother. Let's see who's next.
All right, Tamberly, you're on the air.
Hey, my name is Tamberly Kitchens, and I'm in the second grade at Jollyville Elementary. I'm learning about you in school, and I was wondering, if you really had wooden teeth, wouldn't they get soggy from being in your mouth all day?
Ah, well, you must be thinking of my friend, George Washington.
What? They told me you would never lie.
Okay, let's go to our next caller. Paul Fredrickson, you're on the air.
My name is Paul Fredrickson. I'm a local handyman and I'm running for mayor of Jollyville. I guess maybe you don't know what that's like since you haven't been president or anything. I just wanted to say I'm sorry everyone is getting you confused for somebody else. I think you were a great founding father.
Thank you, Paul. That is very kind.
And you really helped a lot of people by inventing the light bulb.
Again, not me.
Okay, folks. Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity with a kite. The light bulb was Thomas Edison. Next caller, you're on the air, and no pressure, but please have a real question.
Hello?
Hello, caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Mr. Franklin? You ever stare up at the sky and think about how small we are?
And that's our time. Thank you, Ben Franklin, for taking time from your busy schedule with us to be on History Chats. For KJVR in Jollyville, I'm Julia Stonewash, and we'll see you next time on History Chats.
Hey, it's me, Chauncey Applegate. Be sure to tune in for Spoopy the Boop and Chauncey in the Morning, right here on KJVR, Jollyville Radio.
Are you smart? Do you like prizes and things? Do you think your smartness can get you prizes and things? Well, Aunt Susie thinks you're a winner. Get your trivia team together for online Quarren Trivia with Aunt Susie and Uncle Jimmy. Tickets available at jollyvilleradio.com. See you there.
You're listening to KJVR. And now to close out this episode of Jollyville Radio, we turn to UncleASAR for our Community Beat segment, where we leave Jollyville and talk to real people doing amazing work to build their communities.
All right. This is Jollyville Community Beat with UncleASAR, where we turn the spotlight on good people doing great work in the real world. Today I'm speaking with Nina Troy, a qualified teacher with Brooklyn Nature Day School, which is a forest school in the heart of Brooklyn, New York. Hey Nina, how's it going?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. So Nina, what's a forest school and what does it offer that traditional classrooms don't?
It's an outdoor nature school. So we don't have walls. It's all outdoors. A lot of our learning is focused on it's child-led and whatever the kid is feeling like learning about that week, and we just kind of follow what they do.
So what does a typical day look like for a student there?
It's in Prospect Park in Brooklyn. So it's this big park in the middle of Brooklyn. And so we have drop-off points that are our classrooms. Parents drop their kids off there, and the kids all meet there, and we have a little morning circle, and then we walk into the park together. We all have these collapsible wagons. All their gear goes in there and all their bags, and then we walk into the park to the same spot and play. We have snack, and then some kids go home early around noon, some kids go home at 1, and some kids stay till 3.
And what ages are we talking about?
We are 2 to 5. And then we also do after school with some of the public schools around the park. And so in the afternoon, we go and we pick up kids from those schools and we take them outside and hang out with them until their parents are off work.
So I hear it gets really cold in New York in the wintertime. What happens with those kids that do come to class?
So the winter can be pretty intense. It's you can either enroll for the full year, you can enroll for each season, so you don't have to do winter. You feel like my kid can't do winter. But we have like a motto, and it's that there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothes. And so we have a very extensive list of winter gear, and the kids are like always like packed. They're just like poofy with all their layers. And on really cold days, we just try to keep them moving. We do a lot of like running, like up and down the hill, or like across a field, or just like hiking through the like park and the trails within the park, just like keep them moving. We serve tea at snack time. It's like warm, so they can warm their fingers up a little bit. And it's just kind of like adapting to each day, but like making sure that each kid comes prepared.
You have any exciting moments you can tell us about, Nina?
It's really amazing when you have like a new kid, or like a kid who hasn't really done a nature school, hasn't been with us for very long, and they get that first rainy, muddy day, and they have their hand, and they're like, they see the other kids like touching the puddle or like putting their hands in mud, and they're like, wait, I can do this too. I can, and you're like, yeah, put your hand in the puddle. And they're like, I put my hand in the puddle. And it's just like really fun to see them just be like, wait, I can just like splash around in the mud and get filthy. So that kind of like moment in their brains is really nice. It's really amazing to witness.
If we want to learn more about your school or contribute in some way, where can we find you on the web?
BrooklynNatureDays.com is our website. And then we also have an Instagram with the same name.
So for those of us who just found something to write with, can we get that contact information again?
Yes, it's BrooklynNatureDays.com. And we're also on Instagram under the same name, Brooklyn Nature Days. No spaces or anything, just one word.
It's been a pleasure having you with us, Nina, and we wish you the best of the best.
Yay, thank you for having me.
Thank you. This has been Jollyville Community Beat with UncleASAR, and dig this. No one can do everything, but everyone can do something. Peace.
The creative team who wrote and recorded Jollyville Radio includes UncleASAR Akabeline, Emily Ansonek, Lizzie Brister, Michael Crosa, Michelle Darcy, Richard Dayries, Asa Gardiner, Brian Green, Susanna Kay, Pilar Keperda, Brian Routson, and Thomas Schlitt. It is directed by Michael Crosa with lead editing provided by Monsi Santillan and social media help from Amy Costa. The recording was made in accordance with social distancing. We'd love to hear from you. We welcome questions for Paul, nominations for Community Beat, and any other suggestions for things happening in Jollyville. Find us on the web at jollyvilleradio.com or on Facebook and Instagram at Jollyville Radio. Jollyville Radio is a production of Jollyville Brass Quintet, member of Austin Creative Alliance. We are based in Austin, Texas. For KJVR, I'm Jimmy Pykrust. We'll see you next time on Jollyville Radio.